Back again, I see. We'll pull up a chair and get yourself a drink. I'm in a talking mood, and I think it's time to hold forth about a topic that matters. One a lot of so-called adventurers seem to forget. Gear. See, too often you get folks who can't look past the end of their sword arm or spell hand if we want to be inclusive, who think all they need is their weapons, armor, and spell components to take on the world. But if you're gonna pick that fight, you need an ace or two up your sleeve. Check out this little beauty. Normal wrist sheaths are common as pox in a doxy den, but if you're going to keep a dagger or a wand up your sleeve, you should really spring for the mechanical model, no pun intended. Both models grant you a +2 on sleight of hand checks, and each one can hold the same amount of gear. Tilting your wrist to draw the item still provokes an attack of opportunity. The difference is that a standard sheath is a move action to draw from, while its spring-loaded cousin is a swift. That, and it costs 5 gold instead of 1. Worth the cost, though, if you don't have a prehensile tail of your very own. Take yourself a whiff of that. Putrid, isn't it? Last thing you probably want to do with something that smells like that is press it into a fresh wound, but that's exactly what it's for. This here is Troll Styptic, and it can save your life. It ends any bleed effect you're under, and it gives you fast healing for a few rounds. You gotta make a fortitude save when you use it, though, or you'll be sickened the whole time it's knitting you back together. It's cheaper than a health potion, and anybody can use it. Best of all, it's got no shelf life, so keep a few in your adventurer's kit. See these gloves? Don't look all that special, huh? Just the sort of black leather, no finger look most hard cases go for. Take a closer look, though. See those pouches along the punch line? That's what makes dust knuckles a serious threat. The standard set of vials for these are filled with powdered glass, but if you're gonna fight like a bastard, spring for the diamond dust. If you've got poison use as a class feature, though, these gloves are a great way to put some extra punch in your right cross. Take a look at this little beauty. Looks like your basic hip flask, right? That's by design. Trust me, you wouldn't want to drink what's in this bad boy. You see, the contents are actually an alchemical solution that instantly hardens once you break the seal. So with a flick of your wrist, which takes a basic move action, you'll have a temporary alchemical weapon. It has the fragile quality and it only lasts for 10 minutes, but other than that, it's a basic short sword. The liquid blade isn't meant to be your first line of defense. It's a holdout weapon. Something you can keep in a pocket or up your sleeve in case things get dicey. Or if you're looking to leave as little evidence as possible, they make ideal assassination tools. Especially since you can add a dose of poison to the concoction as a full round action, ensuring your first strike packs a nasty little bite. If you're a run-of-the-mill sort of traveler, then a good honest fire is probably fine for your needs. After all, there's plenty of dead wood in any forest, and if you're a skilled forester, you'll never need to spend so much as a dime staying warm on the road. But what if you're traveling to a place where fuel's hard to come by? Or if you can't risk the smoke being smelled or the light being seen? Well, that's where a heat stone comes in. A heat stone's a bit pricey, 20 gold pieces, but only weighs a pound. Keeps a 20-foot square area warm even in the worst cold, and once you've activated it, it runs a full day's time. You can even carry an active one with you, or keep it in a cart, since they aren't hot enough to do any damage or to cook with. Even if you're going somewhere inhospitable, it's no reason to make yourself suffer if you don't have to. Of course, if you're going to do something dangerous, don't forget to bring a little something to toast with. That's all for this week's tips and tricks of the trade. If you liked it, then subscribe to the channel and follow us on Facebook. If you've got questions or comments, leave them below. And lastly, if you're as sick of seeing that watermark as we are, consider becoming a Patreon patron. First thing we're investing in is the full version of Filmora. See you next time you're feeling the urge to take a risk.